Christian, what did you feel like after last year's Southern Illinois loss? Because that one, it seemed like, was one that you kind of had in the end.
That was definitely a rough one. That was our third in a row we lost at the time in that 4-loss streak we had there. I mean, that game was just, it was really rough coming off because after losing to Illinois State last year, we had a 28-7 lead. We blew that. Versus Southern Illinois, it was 14-3 and then 21-10, and then all of a sudden, I can't even, turnovers started. And I don't care what team you are. I think we had 4 or 5 turnovers with them last year. I don't care what team you are. I don't think you're not gonna win too many games when you turn the ball over like that. And they had a blocked punt for a touchdown. So, I feel like, they did a great job, but I feel like it was a lot what we did. We sort of handed them a little bit, and that's going into this game. We can't have the mistakes. We can't afford to do that, especially any team in our conference.
How important is it to get a win out the chute in conference play?
Well, in my opinion, I think you see around the country and seeing all the ranks, we play in the best conference in America, FCS level. There's not one team you can look past. Any team has the potential to make a run and beat anyone on any given day. To start off 1-0 in conference would be great. It would just help us, ultimately reach our goal, at the end of the year. But, anytime you can start 1-0 in conference, you got to do it,
It is only one game. There'll be 7 more to follow in the conference. But to what degree is this game a measure of how good you guys are and what your potential really is?
Well, I mean, this team, watching this team on film and seeing them, they're a very athletic team. Any team in our conference, you can really compare each other to, because every team in our conference is good. They got good athletes. They're all in scholarship. Everyone's good in our conference. So it's not like anyone you can look past. So that's if you can beat someone, if you can beat teams in this conference, I think it'll really show you how good of a team you are. I think we have a very good team this year, but we'll see come Saturday. And I think we'll be prepared, and we will be.
What have you learned about this team in the non-conference portion of the schedule?
The ability's there. We have all the tools we need to reach our goals. It's just now we got to just keep doing the little things right, understanding what they're going to do. Because it's not a talent thing. We got all the talent in the world. It's just we got to do our little things right, not turning the ball over, defense forcing turnovers, or just studying our opponent more, knowing what they're going to do, because it'll make you play that much faster and better come game time.
Is this team maybe better equipped to handle adversity than last year's team?
I would say now, yeah, after the past 2 years, the adversity we've gone through, falling one game short the past 2 years of the playoffs, we know what we got to do now. There's no excuses, So, I would definitely say we're better equipped this year, though. And now when we're going in the long run, I think in some spots we have more depth as well at our positions. And, we've been there now. Now there's no excuses, and we got to make it happen.
Talking about the challenge of opening conference play with 2 straight road games, that's not tough in this conference, or easy in this conference.
No, it's very tough, but we knew what we signed up for when we wanted to come here. As players, we know we're playing in the best conference. We're playing great competition every week, and every single week. You gotta win. You gotta win road games, and if we want to make a run at the national championship, most likely you're gonna play a game on the road, or you're gonna have to travel somewhere. So you have to get used to it. So. It's good. I think it's great that we start off the first 2 conference games on the road. It'll be good for us.
You obviously didn't catch a pass against Michigan State. I'm sure, knowing you were very frustrated. So tell me about getting involved last week.
It was good. I really like my role. I think what Coach Bether's doing with us, rotating us receivers, is really great. At every single play, we can have someone out there that's fresh and someone you can count on at the receiver spot. We have seven good receivers who all have a lot of playing time and know what they're doing out there, so that's a good thing. As far as me getting a catch, it was a couple catches. It was good. First play, Coach Bether, we knew what our first couple plays were going to be, and he told me before the game, hey, I want you to be at this position, need to get you the ball. So that was good. It really helped my confidence, because it was a little frustrating after Michigan State. Not just catching the ball for my sake. It's just the whole entire passing game. We really couldn't get anything going. So that was tough. But as far as getting in the game going, it was good. You know, I think I can really help this team. You know, just help with move the ball, move the chains. That's what I need to do, and I know I can do it well.
Talk a little bit about the biggest challenges that the Southern Illinois defense throws at you.
One number I popped out was actually just reading they're first in the conference rush defense, and they're actually 9th total in the country. I was just reading. So I mean, their front 7 or front 7, 8. You know, when they're very athletic. They're very active. They run a 3-4, you know, an odd front defense. So they're going to be throwing a lot of stuff at us, a lot of blitzes, twists, all that up front. But I know they'll be prepared for it up front, and Kurt and all of them. They'll be ready for that. And defense-wise, the secondary-wise, you know, I remember a couple guys from the secondary, you know, who back there last year. You know, you watch them on film, they don't look that big, but you know, when you get on the field with them, you know, they're good-looking guys. You know, good. They have good size to them. They're fast. They're athletic. They can make some plays. It's a good challenge for us. But you know, as receivers, you know, we love getting in a competition with the DBs. You know, that's what we love. You know, so it's going to be a good little challenge for us, but we're looking forward to it.
Is this what football's about, Christian? A good rushing team against a team that's good against the run? I mean, is this what?
Oh yeah, something's got to give. You know, we'll find out how good our rush offense really is. You know, I mean, because they've been doing a great job stopping the run this year, so, and we've been doing a really good job running the ball this year. So we'll see what happens. You know, but we're gonna have to throw the ball too. You know, and our receivers, we're gonna be ready for it.
Christian, how much of the success of the rushing game has had this year have an effect on the receivers?
Oh well, I mean, a great passing game's best friend probably is the rushing game. You get you're running the ball well, you start sucking them up, and that's when you can get to hit the play action. You know, and when we're balanced, when we're able to run the ball well and pass the ball well, distribute, you know, equally run and pass, that's when we're at our best. You know, our running backs have done a great job. The O-line's been doing a really good job blocking, open up holes for them. So the better they do, the better it's going to help us outside, you know, for the receivers, and it's going to help us get big plays as an offense.
There's been a couple games where receiving or passing game hasn't been clicking like you mentioned. There's other games where you guys look like you know, you're really on the same page. What's been the difference?
Well, the first game was definitely a struggle versus Dayton. You know, I'm not really sure. I mean, what was going on there? I mean, that was just a weird, you know, I guess I can say, to the season. I mean, because we were expecting big things that game. And then Michigan State, you know, that was just a really tough game either way. You know, we just struggled in all phases on offense, running, you know, passing, blocking. Everyone struggled with that game. So there's no one person to point the finger at. But then you see how well in Morehead State and Duquesne, what we can do as a group, you know, with Kurt, you know, and how dangerous we can be. If we're clicking, we understand what their defense is doing, and we do our jobs the way we're supposed to, and just catch and block well. I mean, we can be a very good group, and as well, our offensive passing game can be very dangerous.
How important do you think it is to get Kurt going early and get a rhythm?
Oh, I mean, I don't know how to play the quarterback position. I know it's tough. It's very hard, but I'm sure any quarterback, if you can get them going early, you know, like last game, that first play of the game, play action, you hit me on a comeback, I'm sure that just gets them, all right, let's go, you know, and gets them in a little rhythm, you know, because when Kurt gets in a rhythm, you know, he does some really big things, and you know, I think it's going to start staying that way from now on. You know, I think we got we hit the bumps in the road early on, got them out of the way. Now we know what to expect. We're ready. You know, receivers, I think we're finally hitting a groove, and Kurt's been playing well. So getting him started early, you know, Coach Montgomery's not afraid to throw that ball out deep the first play of the game. So I think that'll be really big for us the rest of the year.